Leicester have only scored 3 goals in the WSL this season, but she'll be interested to know that based on Opta's expected goals metric, they should have actually scored a few more. So they've been creating their chances, taking them has been the issue. Not a problem for Arsenal with goals all over the pitch. And before we get underway, the players and match officials take a knee to very warm applause all around Meadow Park. Well, it would be a real coupon buster if Leicester were to get anything out of this game. Arsenal top of the pile, and perhaps a bit of a wounded animal after the FA Cup final loss to Chelsea and the heavy Champions League defeat to Barcelona. Leicester without a point on the board, and they've become only the 3rd team in WSL history to lose their first 8 matches of the campaign, along with Doncaster Rover Bells in 2016 and Yeovil Town Ladies in the 2017-18 season. Both of those sides went on to lose their 9th match in those campaigns as well. But a new coach in the shape of Lydia Bedford, and perhaps new ideas and new hope. Early offside flag goes up against Mead. Although currently bottom of the WSL table, there was a positive outlook from Bedford. She said that there's been a real buzz around training. Everyone's keen to take ideas on board and learn from both her and her new coaching team, which actually includes the very experienced Brent Hills as Bedford's assistant manager. Wabuchi. Forwards from Patton, but couldn't find a teammate. Patton at right back today, with Wabuchi back in the side as well. Tall order for her first game in charge, but says she's enjoying the challenge of getting to grips with a new environment, having worked with the England youth team setup. While she was already able to strike a bond with the majority of the squad, some of whom she previously coached with the young Lionesses. That's pretty reckless. Heaslip with the early yellow card, and I don't think there can be many complaints really. Jess Sigsworth, one of the few who have found the net in the WSL for Leicester City. Actually, what a surprising goal as well. Stunned Manchester City when she scored inside of a minute last month. They did end up losing that one by 4 goals to 1. Looked like an offside there, and indeed the flag goes up against Nikita Paris, who's still looking for her first WSL goal for Arsenal. A bit too eager when she set off here. Gunnar Val was pretty honest in his assessment of Arsenal's defeat to Barcelona on Thursday. Frustrated to concede 4 goals, but believe that they could have posed a greater threat in some of the counter-attacking situations, and he couldn't fault the hard work. Very different type of game today, where they'll be up against the side sitting in and who might try and hit on the counter themselves. Valti. Patton. Nobbs. Moy. Already Leicester sitting very, very deep. Well, says that it was a genuine attempt to win the ball, O'Brien. Referee doesn't see it that way. It's another yellow card. So 2 in the book early on. Moy with the switch. Moy again. Here is Boy. Clearance made by De Graaf, and it will be a goal kick. Said that the energy on the pitch from the girls has been exceptional this week, and the confidence building into the weekend has been there. Hopefully they'll be able to perform. Though, also admitted it's been a whirlwind of a few days for her. Patton. And patience from Arsenal. Williams. Boy. Boy. Moy. Arsenal's backline so advanced. Lydia Bedford has worked with the FA since 2014, and while it seems like a pretty thankless task given Leicester's plight in the table, she said it was a project that excites her and also felt like a good fit. Here's Paris for Arsenal. Joining on a secondment from the FA until the end of the season, having stepped in place of the former boss, Jonathan Morgan. Boy. Ambitious, Paris chasing. All thought about coming there, Lambourne then stayed and was very nearly punished. McCabe keeps it going. Boy. Here's Nobbs. Miedemar lets it run. Miedemar now gets it back and has a pop, and that's a good save from Lambourne. First question asked of the Leicester goalkeeper, and she came up with the answer. Really well struck that by Miedemar. Walty. Boy. Patton with the miscontrol. You can see there Paris bent her run perfectly. Unselfish, because she was certainly trying to tee it up for Mead rather than go for goal herself. Now, Nobbs and Paris are kept at arm's length for now. McCabe with the corner. Congested area. Not sure Lambourne got a fist to it. Well, certainly got a boot to it there. Williams well out of ground. Miedemar chasing, took it well. That's a beautiful pass to return it to Mead. Iwabuchi makes her way into the centre. It's towards Miedemar. Paris was loitering, and the pressure is starting to get cranked up now. Patton forces the corner. Taken short. Iwabuchi, beautifully done. Still going Iwabuchi into a dangerous area, and Lambourne beats it away. She's becoming very, very busy now, Demi Lambourne. Wonderful body shape here from Iwabuchi. Completely sold De Graaf. Leicester City come into the fixture off the back of collecting 2 points from their Continental Tires League Cup encounter with Manchester United at Leigh Sports Village last weekend, which will give them a bit of a spring in their step. Demi Lambourne made 2 saves in the resulting shootout in that game, and she's been on her mettle early on. Flint. Plumtree. Lambourne. Well, Arsenal have had their struggles with Barcelona in the Champions League, and the pain of that FA Cup defeat to Chelsea as well. Jonas Eidevall's start to his Arsenal tenure, which began in June of this year, couldn't really have gone much better. 7 wins from his first 8 WSL matches, still unbeaten, top of the table. Since they beat Chelsea on the opening day of the campaign, Arsenal haven't looked back, scoring at least 4 times in their following 3 league matches without conceding a single goal. Reading, Manchester City and Aston Villa swatted aside. That's a good-looking ball in from Mead, but the flag is up. Also dispatched Everton, West Ham and Manchester United in recent weeks. Tottenham Hotspur, the only side to take a point off of Arsenal in the league this season, and the first team to score against them since the opening day, when they played out a 1-1 draw last month. But it is back-to-back defeats coming into this, losing last season's delayed Women's FA Cup final heavily 3-0 to Chelsea a week ago, before that 4-0 defeat to Barcelona in the Champions League group stage. Miedemar's chasing, and just enough on it for Demi Lambourne. Well, now here's half a chance. Jess Sigsworth with the chase, but not quite enough pace to make it stick in the end. She was Leicester's first summer signing ahead of this season, having joined in July, the experienced striker. She had 3 seasons with Manchester United. Plumtree sends it forwards, but it's all the way through to Williams. Out comes Lambourne, and it's not an ideal clearance, and that's not a great pass back either. Lambourne opts for safety first, after what could have become a bit of a sticky situation at the back for Leicester there. Boy. Iwabuchi on the turn. Lofted across for Mead. Mead. Patton. They're queuing up in there. It's a good, strong header away by Plumtree. Mead sticks out a boot. Harris wants it, it's deflected, it's an Arsenal corner. Okay, thought about the short one. More conventional delivery instead, and it was a free header for Wubben Moy. Well, she was able to get ahead to it, but it was an awkward one to angle backwards. Did score in the Champions League win over Kug in November. Go along with the one that she bagged in the WSL against Everton in October. Iwabuchi. Sigsworth. Looked like a foul. "26 goals in her 3 seasons with Manchester United. Set-piece chance then for Leicester to do something. And Williams has stayed, and that was a clear run at goal from Plumptre. And you can see how furious she is with herself, because that was a very good chance for Leicester City. No one's picking her up, it's a clear run. Well, she managed to get herself into a good position really well, but then made a complete hash of the attempted header. It comes off her shoulder. But maybe that has given Leicester a bit of belief, and they're on the move again here. It's Sixworth. Sixworth digs out the cross, could have gone anywhere. Arsenal scramble it clear. Well, where has this come from? I wanted handball there, nothing doing. And here goes Mead. Still Mead. Brilliant defending. Mead's there again. That looked like a foul to me. Well, Leicester City understandably unhappy with a couple of the refereeing decisions there. It's injected a bit of something into the game. It was a bit of a procession for Arsenal, despite the fact they hadn't got the goal. Here goes Paris. Paris. Miedemar. Running into traffic. O'Brien. Dispossessed. Just a bit of a reminder to Arsenal that there are another team in this game, despite a lot of people writing off the match given the respective positions in the table. Valti. Excellent pass. Miedemar thought about taking it early, laid it off instead. Oh, yes! Jordan Nobbs with the opener for Arsenal. Unselfish from Miedemar, clinical from Nobbs. Miedemar here just peeling off. Look, she's pointing where she wants it. It's delivered into a good area. I did think here she thought perhaps about maybe trying her luck from the angle, but delaying proved to be the right call, as she tickled it back for Jordan Nobbs, who was unerring in her finish. It's her first goal in the WSL since April for Jordan Nobbs. Well, on the balance of play, you can't argue with it, but it did come just after a bit of a flurry from Leicester City. That headed chance for Ashley Plumptre that she saw come off her shoulder instead. Though, to be fair, still no save to make for Williams between the sticks for Arsenal. Patton. Nobbs. Not quite enough elevation on the cross. Valti jostling for it, gathered by Lambourne. Well, Demi Lambourne's made a couple of smart stops, but when she looks back at that strike from Jordan Nobbs, she may be a bit disappointed, having got hands to it, that she couldn't repel the strike. That's said in the past about wanting to add more goals to her game. Arsenal unbeaten in the league this season. Lydia Bedford said that, of course, they're a very good team with very good players, but you want to be challenged against the best. So it's a good opportunity for her players. Bit of a test for them now. Plumtree had to judge this just right. Good fizz in there from Paris. Though certainly looked offside when it was delivered. I wonder if she might still be thinking about that earlier opportunity that went begging. That's a good-looking ball in once again. Cleared away as far as Mead. Although this is the first time that the two teams have met in the WSL, they did have an encounter back in 2008, and it was a big win for Arsenal, 7-0 on their travels in the FA WNL Cup. Julie Fleeting with a hat-trick for Arsenal that day. Patton. Here's Paris. Dug out the cross really well. Miedemar will collect. Ruben Moy. Oh, not quite. But they're working the lines well now, Arsenal. McCabe. Falti. Ambitious, but found Paris, who found Miedemar, and she's returned it for Paris, who's claiming that there was a trip in there from Flint. It's interesting hearing about Lydia Bedford's new regime at Leicester City. Said that she's been making subtle changes to try and create the most elite environment possible, such as now having the players eating breakfast together. And on Wednesdays, the team will socialise for an hour. This week, it was apparently a Christmas-themed games afternoon. Idea that stemmed from a game the squad came up with on the weekend victory against Manchester United in the Cup. McCabe a bit perplexed as to who the flag went up against there. Also said that it's a dog-friendly club, Leicester City. She brought her dog Baxter into the training ground with her. Nobbs finding Miedemar. Nobbs. Miedemar lets it run. Patton doesn't quite go behind for the corner. Another big switch, but too big for Miedemar to get on the end of. Arsenal brought in the likes of Nikita Paris and Manu Iwabuchi over the summer. Perfield with the throw, back to Plumtree. Flint feeding off scraps really in this first half. There was that one ball that Sigsworth chased down, and then that headed opportunity for Plumtree. Oh, that's lifted through for Nobbs, who's offside. Oh, great finish. Looking for a response, although he said that those defeats needed to be put into perspective, really. Chased down here by Mead. McCabe to take the throw then. Iwabuchi not quite on the same page. Here goes McCabe. Not quite enough power on the pass to pick up the runner pattern. Now, here's a chance here for Perfield to come forwards. Oh, but Flint is furious that she messed up the pass there. They haven't had too much ball in the Arsenal half. And the pass was certainly on there. That's a handy ball for Paris to chase. Runners in the centre, what a ball! And gobbled up by Miedema. It's Miedema's goal, but it was produced perfectly by Paris. Once again, Paris peeling away on this right-hand side. Arms aloft, timed her run well. She's certainly onside. Used her pace to get there. Nice first touch, and that is the kind of ball in that Miedema will dream about. Absolutely perfect. And a tap-in for Miedema, and a healthy lead for Arsenal. Arsenal 2, Leicester City 0. under pressure, Miedemar, who's in a very deep position there. Williams. Patton back to Nobbs. Valti had just bent her run there, was hoping for the ball to come in to her. Iwabuchi almost showed a bit too much of it to Flint. Well, a real measure of control about Arsenal now. It was always going to be tough for Leicester City. Managed to withstand a bit of an opening barrage, but now they're desperate for half-time to come and a chance to regroup. Sigsworth is in need of some attention. Well, Nobbs got them on their way with this first-time hit, which, as I mentioned, Demi Lambourne may look back on with a bit of regret that she couldn't keep it out. Not much she could do about this or anyone in a Leicester City shirt. Such a peach of a pass from Paris, and it's a complete sitter for Miedemar to convert. Emil Heskey, who's part of the women's setup at Leicester City. He's spoken very fondly about the investment that's been made. Head of women's football development, the former Leicester City player, oversees the coaching, performance and recruitment. And obviously would have had a say in the appointment of Lydia Bedford. She was waxing lyrical about the setup that Leicester City have. Results may not have gone their way, but they're very proud of their new training facilities, which the team moved into just 12 months after they turned fully pro. Restaurant, gym, analysis rooms, meeting rooms, recovery centres, and 3 pitches solely for the use of the women's first team. Said she's visited every WSL club in the last 7 years, Lydia Bedford, and doesn't think anyone has the kind of stuff they do. Makes them all feel really special. Perfect weight on that from Nobbs. Paris, good feet again. She's having quite the game, Nikita Paris. And she's got to the byline again and has almost teed up another goal. Patton kept out. Iwabuchi, Arsenal knocking on the door again, looking for the third goal that would almost rubber stamp the win already. Cracking stuff from Nikita Paris once again. Stood that up so well. It's a pretty good header from Patton as well. Down, but just too close to Lambourne, who managed to get her body behind it. Almost got herself in a muddle there, de Graaf. Well, it could have been a lot worse for Leicester City had it not been for some very smart saves by Demi Lambourne, both before and after the 2 goals that Arsenal have scored. Hammered across to Paris, who's a real thorn in the side of Leicester City. No way through this time. Perfield's done well. O'Brien loses out. Paris has it. 5 minutes and a half to go. Patton. Paris wants it. Nobbs. Arsenal monopolising the ball. Here's Jordan Nobbs. McCabe. Iwabuchi. Valti. Oh, miscontrol from Boy. Finds Williams safely enough. Still no save to make for Williams between the sticks for Arsenal. Miedemar after it. Dealt with by Lambourne. Valti. Paris has muscled her way through and was fouled. Oh, and it's going to be a red card. Well, consternation amongst the Leicester City players at Gemma Perfield's dismissal here. Paris, who has been a real menace. Well, in the referee's view, it was denial of a clear goal-scoring chance. Paris would have been through one-on-one, but Perfield, it appeared, did her best to get out the way, but there was just a bit of a holding of Paris as she went through, and I think that is why the red card has come out. Off she goes. And Leicester's task becomes an even more thankless one. Knocked short, so McCabe could have a crack. Mopped up by Nobbs. Boy. Final minute of the first half. And here goes Paris. Looked like she timed her run well again. Lambourne did well, but here's Miedema looking for the space. Mead and Mead. Leicester get just about enough bodies back to block the path to goal. Slipped down the line for Mead. Patton. Well, good anticipation from Demi Lambourne here. And Leicester with a good collective effort to prevent it leading to a goal. McCabe. Now here is a chase for Mead, but well won by Plumterer, who's looks like she's part of a back three at the moment. Demi Lambourne better get ready for a busy second half with Leicester a player light. Almost found Paris. Miedema hunting it, and getting it, and going for it! Might be the last action of the half. Created it for herself, but didn't get over the ball. Arsenal well on their way to getting back to winning ways. It is a chastening first 45 minutes at the Leicester City helm for Lydia Bedford. They started pretty brightly, kept Arsenal at arm's length for a bit, but eventually the pressure told and goals from Nobbs and Miedema made it 2-0, with Leicester then losing Gemma Purfield to a straight red card. Half-time then at Meadow Park. Arsenal 2, Leicester City 0.